along here. I want to share with you a use case that I find very interesting and think can help a lot of people. I sat with a customer that I'm working with the last few months, and we took a look at their integration. We did a lot of work there, but still, a lot of times stuff is missing, right? You want to add additional context, you have additional things that you care about in the product, and you want to understand and answer better questions. Um, so let me show you a nice trick that we did. If we go to the reports here, you can see that we have some events and we have a search for hotel event. Okay, if I look at this search for hotel event, we can see exactly what kind of metrics we sent, what kind of properties to enrich it. Okay, and as you can see, we have a lot of information, but stuff is missing, right? Like I would want as product manager to try to break it down to different cohorts based on hotel size, based on number of employees, or even how many recommendations the hotel has, et cetera, et cetera. So basically any additional context that can help me enrich my data. Now, instead of going to dev, and as product managers, we hate going to dev, and we want to enable a very fast flow between ourselves. What we can do is actually import a lookup. Okay, and in lookups, if you go to the lexicon, there's something called lookup tables. Lookup tables basically help us enrich properties with extra data that we bring in from a CSV. We can do that via API, we can do that via CSV, or we can do that even through Google Sheets, where I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so I have a hotel sheets here. Let's put a rating, and let's say 58 ratings, and this has 200. And you know what? Let's just put some random numbers, random between 20 and 200. Right. And here, same thing. Let's do random between 1 and 5 stars. Okay. Now what we can do is download this as a CSV. Once we download this, we can go into Mixpanel, go into the, go into the lexicon, into the lookup tables, and import a lookup table. We can import the hotels that we just downloaded, and we can map it to a property. I do suggest that you map it to a property at this screen, even though you can click save and map it later. Mapping it basically creates the VLOOKUP. It takes the first column with the lookup you're doing and searches for that. So if we wanted to do this by hotel ID, we would have to have the ID here as well, which to be honest makes more sense than a name, because a name might be duplicate, stuff like that, and the ID is unique. But we did it this way, so let's do hotel name. All right, and now the beautiful thing is we can do different breakdowns now. Let's do a small refresh and put a table so we can put side by side. Now let's start breaking down. As you can see, we already have here a lookup table icon. Okay, and if we go in, we can see the different properties. So we have the hotel size, and we have the hotel rating and stars. Okay, and as you can see, we suddenly have a lot more information about how the users are searching for hotels based on different parameters. Okay, so let's remove this. And again, let's remember this is just mock data. But as you can see, We're saying, okay, let's see, let's do this where hotel stars is set. Again, this is um, just mock data, so it's not perfect, right? And easily I can see the distribution, right? I can change it to a bar and see the distribution between the search and the star rating. It's very powerful. You can do a lot more stuff. And now let me show you another powerful tool. There's a tool called Sheets to Mixpanel. And you can see that there is a Google Workspace Sheets to Mixpanel add-on. Once you install this, you can go into your Google Sheets, click on extensions, go to Sheets and Mixpanel, and then create a sync. Okay, and this sync is an hourly sync that can sync either to events, users, or lookup tables. And then all we need to do is put in the lookup table ID, project ID, etc., and click sync. Once we do that, it will be synced every hour, and every change we make will be shown in Mixpanel. Enjoy!